We're very happy to be talking with Lynn Isenberg, author of your new book, The Funeral Planner. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
You know, as I understand it, The Funeral Planner grew out of some very personal experiences that you had to deal with. Why don't you explain for us a little bit?
Well, I experienced some difficult losses, both the loss of my father and my brother a year apart to the day. And I found myself at my father's funeral compelled to write the eulogy, and at my brother's funeral having the extraordinary experience of witnessing my cousin Sandra Bernhard performing a cappella, which completely changed the experience. So much so that my college roommate turned to me and said, "Gee, I wish I'd brought my boys so they could see that a funeral doesn't have to be so sad." And it's at that point that I realized this is not about mourning a death. This is about celebrating a life. And that is what inspired me to write The Funeral Planner.
The Funeral Planner, the novel, why don't you talk a little bit about what that book is?
Well, The Funeral Planner, for me, is an entrepreneurial romantic comedy because it's about the girl getting the career first and the guy second. It's about a character who brings life to a dead business and in the process learns to live life by confronting her own grief.
Within the book, Madison Banks creates a business, and as I understand it, you have taken the business that Madison creates in the novel and turned it into a real business. Tell us a little bit about that process and what that business is.
Well, the intense amount of research that I did inspired me to create her business, which is called Lights Out Enterprises. And in the process, I realized that this is actually a real business. A lot of people encouraged me to start it, and so I have. It's called Lights Out Enterprises.
And what is Lights Out Enterprises?
It's a company that creates extravagant life celebrations with event planning and life bio videos, highly customized, very personalized, that bring out the essence of the person being honored or receiving the tribute.
So I'm a client. I come to Lights Out Enterprises. What's involved with that?
First thing I do is I ask you, how do you want to be remembered? Because how do you want to be remembered gets you thinking about your present life. And I got to tell you, it's like when you start thinking about the end, you make the middle and the beginning a lot better. So I had all kinds of responses. One person said, "I want my dog buried with me, alive or dead, I don't care." Another client said, "I want my ashes to go on a journey with my friends and they should drop it off at the end, a destination they've never been to before." And another client said, "I want a 3-day celebration, outdoors, partying, pontoon boat rides at night, and watching their favorite film, To Kill a Mockingbird, on a big screen at night."
Well, you know, it's a great new way, it seems to me, of looking at funerals and that business. And it's also a great novel that has romance, comedy, business. It's a terrific combination, and we really appreciate you spending some time with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.